Okay, here we are, Chapter 2, Physics, Barons, number 29. We're almost finished. A few more questions, and then I have to attempt the quiz. A rock is thrown horizontally from a cliff overlooking the ocean. If the cliff is 45 meters high and the rock is thrown at 18 meters per second, what is the angle at which it strikes the ocean? Okay, we hear that angle word, and we know we may be dealing with sine, cosine, or tangent. Get your trigonometry calculators out. So I made this little diagram, and it's 45 meters. That's the height. So I tried to make this sort of right angle and tried to imagine what angle we're looking at. And if this is the right angle triangle, I try to figure out what is my opposite, my adjacent, and my hypotenuse. So I figured out that that 18 is the adjacent angle, and that the opposite side is adjacent side. Opposite side is 29.7. Why 29.7? Well, it is 29.7. You'll understand in a second. The vertical component of the rock's velocity when it hits the ocean, as Barron explains, is velocity is equal to the square root of 2 times acceleration times distance, which equals to the square root of 2 times 9.8 meters per second squared, which is the constant for acceleration, times the height, 45 meters, which is the distance. So we get 29.7 meters per second, which is your opposite side. So the horizontal component is still 18 meters per second. So the angle the trajectory makes with the water is arctan. What is arctan? It's the reverse of a regular tangent. See? 29.7 over 18. 29.7 is the opposite. 18 is the adjacent. As we know, the tangent is always the adjacent over the SOHCAHTOA. Opposite over the adjacent. So the opposite over the adjacent. That's right, opposite over the adjacent. Try and figure it out. See if it comes right. I've worked it out a few times. It makes sense to me when I work it out. But when I see a question that's remotely similar, I have no idea how to answer it. I just need to get over this barrier. I hope you can get comfortable with this type of problem. Give it a try. Thanks very much.